Good morning. It is Fleece with Dicejunkies, and we're just going to continue on with some XCOM 2. Now, I haven't done anything since we last played. I've been doing some other videos, and I'm just going to get one done this morning for this. So let's just jump right in. Let's get on it. Okay. So we had just finished a retaliation. And Damien is out for 21 days. Although I did see him in the guerrilla tactics school doing some pull-ups. I'm like, I'm not sure how he's doing that with 21 days out wounded. But anyway, we've got one more day before the supply drops. We're going to try to hit this assorted loot. And then we'll see if we can get some new people.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
No, it's going to be a scientist and an engineer. So I'm not really worried about that at the moment.
I hope that your
and they're gonna send a UFO to hunt us already. I want to avoid that at pretty much all costs. I do not want a UFO hunting us at this time. All right, our tank's ready. That's a good thing in his leather pants. You know that Anarchy's Children DLC and all this. Oh, that's disturbing. Okay, so he's a tank, and our tank colors are red and gray. Let's get rid of those pants. Let's get him some real military pants here. I can dig it. Okay, so our tank is good to go now. I'll get him equipped whenever we send him on a mission, and you'll get to see how tanks actually work. Now, they come right out of the training school. He's got ballistic vest, which he gains 2 extra points of armor if you equip a vest on him. That's all you got to do. You can take a nano weave vest and just throw it on him, and he gets plus 2 points of armor. Here I am. This is the one I described earlier. You decrease the defense of this soldier by 150% for 1 turn, and you try to make him the main target. It is a free action to do that, and they give a warning that it is guaranteed to hit. So basically, he's out front. He goes, hey, here I am. You guys hit me. And it drops his defense by 150%, and you should have everybody else in cover and stuff like that. So this guy's going to basically be the easiest one to hit, so it's designed to make everybody attack him instead of the other people. It doesn't always work, but you know, there's that. And then this is the one I was saying that was like aid protocol. It's called protection protocol, and what it is he activates an energy shield, and it grants him different defensive bonuses until the start of the next turn. So if you've got a turn where you just did not kill off the enemies that you needed to kill off, you run him out, you go, hey, here I am, and then you throw protection protocol on him, and then, you know, he's the target. But anyway, that's how it's supposed to work, and hopefully we'll get a mission and you'll see him in action. So let's see, who else are we going to put in now? I do need a specialist, so let's take Brent Spinner here. Excuse me. And let's make him a specialist. And we can get our hack on then.
Commander, we've got local resistance forces waiting to make contact, but we'll have to make the first move.
Alright, tactical sensor and expanded magazine. Okay, let's go get our supplies.
Avenger plotting new course.
And I really do need to make contacts, because that's going to give me more abilities to respond to different things that come up, different guerrilla ops. Let's go ahead, before we do the proving grounds, let's go ahead and clear this out. There we go. Because this is where our workshop is going to go. Remember, I told you want to put your workshop where you can get the adjacency bonuses for your gremlins. Now once we get the workshop in here, I can put gremlins clearing this stuff At least 2, because you get for each. Once you build it, you get 2 slots, and you can each one of these slots you put an engineer in one of them, and he gets 2 gremlins. So the idea that I've got here is what we're going to do. We have an exposed power coil here and here. It's going to take forever to get down there, like 45 days, or longer. Because we're dividing up our people everywhere. But once we get this cleared out, we're going to build. Most likely, we're going to put a power supply here, and then we're going to put the proving grounds here. So we'll have workshop, proving grounds, power supply, and then we can, clear out these alien debris. Now the problem with that, unless I can get here and just put the power supply here, and then get this one and put the second power supply here. If I can get the power supply here, I can put a gremlin in there. Up here, I cannot do it because it's not an adjacent. So I'm going to try to just get this cleared out, and that way I can just put the power supply right here, put the gremlin in there. We're going to boost our power up a good bit just with that. But anyway, that's the basic plan there. The workshop and the proving ground and the power supply are going to be the most important things to do right now. And then, of course, after that, our resistance comms is going to have to be next, because we're going to be maxing this out very soon. But anyway, that's coming up. We've got to clear out for it first. So, all right, and we've got all that. And even though I showed you 2 doctors, I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to have another look. Because sometimes I can be wrong, but no, they're scientist and engineer. Now, I could go ahead and spend the 170 and get another engineer, which is a good idea, because we're going to get more supplies, and we need to have this cleared out. Now, that's going to take 20 days. But right now that's pretty much the best that we're going to be able to do right now. All right, so let's get back out there, and I think we had a scientist. Yeah, fire axis. I love it. And our specialist is ready. Very nice. So we can start putting him on missions and getting him ready to go. Now, with the Long War perk pack and the mods that I've got, the specialist starts out with Aid Protocol, Haywire Protocol, and Hack. I like that a lot better than I like the other way it was done. Let's see who's next. She's usually either a sniper or a psionic. He's a necromancer, and she's usually whatever we need. Do we have a necromancer? No. We do not have a necromancer, so I want to go ahead and start one of those. And I want to have at least one necromancer, because they can get very powerful. So let's take Dale Sinclair here, and let's make him a necromancer. And like I said, I really enjoy that class. Already, here we go. This is going to stop the UFO hunting us, and it's going to give us some supplies. So we're going to be recovering an item from an advent train.
Setting course for Mexico.
Okay. Now, who are we going to take? Well, I like to get my Scorpions up there really quickly, as fast as I can. We need a good gunner, but let's take him out for right now. We're going to take the field medic with us. Now, once I get mag weapons, I'm putting an SMG on her. I'm not going to put the regular SMG on her right now. She's going to still carry the bolt gun. And here's the Shinobi. Who else do we have? We've got an infantry. We have a specialist here. Sharpshooter, tank, assault. Alright, we're going to be recovering an item. So I'm going to bring a specialist, and instead of the shinobi, let's take him out. I'm going to bring the tank. Alright. Let's see. Are we going to need anything? Let's go in here and let's build an advanced scope and advanced repeater. Alright. We're going to give him a shotgun. Now, as you can see, the tanks can use SMGs, shotguns, cannons, assault rifles. So they have a full range of weapons that they can use. Now, a little bit later on, whenever we start opening those loot crates that we get in the field, you'll be able to get weapon mods out of that, and some of them will be, you know, like heat sinks, which grant suppression. Now, whenever I do that and I get a weapon mod that grants suppression, I'll put it on a cannon and throw it on the tank. That way, he can suppress targets as well as be a tank, so it makes him more useful. Starting out, however, I'm going to give him a shotgun. They come with a gremlin, but their gremlins don't really do any damage. Let's see, let's give him a grenade and a flashbang. Alright. What do we got for the shotgun? Let's see, let's give him a laser sight. Let's give him an expanded mag. And throw that repeater on there. And that's going to be a red shotgun. There we go. Alright, so he's got a fully upgraded shotgun. That's going to help him out because he's going to have to be up front a lot. Alright, and then our field medic, she's ready to go. Our specialist. Let's just give him Blackhawk for right now. He can use Blackhawk. And let's give him a flashbang and a smoke, because that's going to boost him up to 15 mobility, because I'm going to need him moving up quickly. And then our shinobi's ready. He's got his weapon. He's got the battle scanners. And did I put a hatchet on him or leave? No, it's just a sword. Let's give him a lightning cleave hatchet. Actually, no. Let's give him the hunter's axe. That'll give him one he can throw. And that'll let you guys see what the DLC axe does. Alright. And we're ready to go. So let's get out there.
Sky Ranger deploy.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Word is Advent has been moving secure data vaults through this area on board their transport trains. And it looks like we have an opportunity to seize material critical to the aliens' latest operation. Once we've located the gear, we'll need to secure the area and remove any alien forces defending the train. This is our chance to slow them down. Seize that material at all costs.
Alright, I love Bradford giving the briefing, and he's sitting right here. That's cool. And as you can tell, I still have the music off. For whatever reason, I mean, I've turned the music down and it's still, you know, it would still come over my voice. So I've just turned it completely off for right now. And that's a shame because, one, I enjoyed the music, and two, the music would give me warnings as to, you know, when I was about to get in contact or get in contact.
Menace 1-5, we've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Alright, and we're going to take our Scorpion. He's going to act as scout now, because we left our scout back at the Avenger.
Moving out.
But he does have Phantom, so if the squad gets revealed, then, you know, he'll be able to stay concealed.
Our gremlins can attempt to access the Advent network from here. We might be able to hack their systems and get an advantage. But be careful. If they detect us, things will only get worse.
Now, I'm just going to throw this out there. I can't stand Lily Shin. I can't stand anything about her. But she is a necessary part of the game, so there's nothing I can do about it. But she will come across at the most inopportune times with her opinion that doesn't count for anything to me, and it's just irritating. Alright, so let's get our tank. Now, you do always want to have your tank behind some kind of cover. Unlike the mechs in the campaign, you know, he doesn't have inherent cover. He needs to really take cover. Okay, so we've got this thing in the way here for our scout to come through. So I'm going to take him up even to higher ground.
Roger that.
Over here. And he definitely sees... Uh-oh. And he got spotted.
Busted. Advent troops spotted.
Now, if I don't kill that captain, he's probably going to throw a grenade up there and my boy's going to fall. So, what we need to do is we need to grab our tank. Now, that drone that's on the building, I probably won't be able to do anything about him at the moment. But we're going to get our tank. And he doesn't have a lot of movement, but maybe if we put our tank right here.
Sure thing.
And we're going to drop his defense 150%. And we're going to put protection protocol on him, which that's going to end his turn. He's moved, you know, he's dropped his defense and he's put that protection protocol. And now we're going to do everything that we can do here to take care of the enemies that are up against our sniper there. So let's get our dock up higher.
Sure thing!
Now you notice I used the dedication to give her the extra movement to be able to get up here. I'm not worried about the sectoid at the moment. The drone can be irritating. He's the one I'm really worried about though, so we're going to take a shot on him. And he is dead. So he's not going to toss a grenade up there and knock the floor out from under our sniper. Alright, so we're going to use haywire protocol on this surveillance drone here and see if we can either, you know, stun him or whatever. Alright, we have a 100% chance to stun him. We're going to take that. I will take 100% over a 66 any day.
I've got access.
Alright, so that's one drone we're not going to worry about, and that's just going to leave the one drone up top. And you saw he got +3 hack. I have hacking rebalance. He actually gets good stuff for doing things. Okay, the drone missed our sniper, and now we're going to see what he's going to do. He's either going to, yeah, he's probably going to try to panic or mind control.
Evac! We need emergency evac now, damn it,
Okay,
now!
panicked him. And he ran. But at least he ran into full cover and now he's going to take a shot. There we go. That's a panic I can live with. Now, as you saw there, the tank was not in sight of everyone. So even though we dropped his defenses all the way down, he still was not an enticing enough target, you know, for the ones that were left. Okay, he's still up. He has 1 health. Let's get our tank moving to right here.
On my way.
And you can also see each of those abilities have a cooldown. Here I Am has a 3-turn cooldown, and Protection Protocol has a 1-turn cooldown. His hacking is not, they don't have, I think his hacking's 5. Let's have a look.
Hacking in.
Yeah, he starts out with 5 hacking, so it's not that great. And if he fails this, there's a 97% chance of failure, and they'll call in reinforcements. So we're not going to do that yet. I mean, if he fails it, he'll still get 1 point to his hack. But I'm not willing to take that chance yet. What I'm going to do is just toss a grenade right there, I believe.
Out.
All right, and let's take our specialist
Seems
on this
doable.
side, because we have a drone that's still going to be trying to come down and stun people and stuff like that. And I do not want to really leave people in a position for that drone to get to them easily. All right, and he can't see. He can't see the sectoid. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to throw a smoke grenade over here.
Smoke out.
And hopefully that will help protect the tank and the sniper. But that drone's just going to come right up in there anyway. Because drones, they don't care about anything. Alright, he's going to res a zombie now. He's easily taken care of though, so I'm not worried about that.
For the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
Okay. Now, 2 things need to happen. 1, I need to get my tank a kill. And 2, we need to take out that sectoid, which is going to drop that captain. So, let's see. He's got a point blank, 67% chance, point blank. Drones are flying targets, and they're horrible little demons. We're going to try this. Bingo. Dead drone.
What did you expect?
Alright, now our sniper just needs to flank. And I think he can do that from right here. Alright, so we do have a flank on him. So I'm going to show you the throw axe. Alright, you just select throw axe. You only have 1. So he has 2 axes, but you can only throw 1 of them because you need the other one for your other stuff. You know, that's your weapon you're actually carrying. So you just select that throw axe. He's got a 99% chance because he's got a flank on it. We're just going to throw that axe. We got a dead sectoid. That was a free move. Did not cost him an action to do that, and he can overwatch now.
On Overwatch.
And that's it. That's the throw axe ability. It's an awesome ability. That's actually in the game. That's no mods. That's how it works. I think it's really cool. Not to mention, I think it's badass that you can run around with 2 axes on. You know. We know what the hack is. It's the pole has an 80 defense. We're gonna hack it next turn. We're not gonna hack it this turn. I'm gonna make sure everybody's got good loads. We'll do the hack, and then they're gonna drop reinforcements on us. Let's see, and I'm gonna do it with my actual specialist, so he can get those points.
Access point.
The hacking rebalance, it just allows everything that they do, it allows them to get either 1, 3, or 5 points. A failed hack gets you 1 point, a medium hack, the middle hack here, will get you 3 points if you get it, and then if you go all out, you'll get 5 points. And what that does, it just helps the balancing for your tech scores and all that, and your specialist leveling up. But we have a 39% chance to reduce enemy will. I'm willing to take that because I don't care now. I don't care if they drop reinforcements on us. So we're going to try it. And they're going to drop reinforcements on us. But he's going to get 1 point for failing the hack. And we'll see where they're going to drop them at, and we'll be able to.
Alien reinforcements inbound.
They're dropping them right there, so we're going to be able to get them set up. Okay, and he's just going to overwatch from right there. We're going to move Doc up.
Not a problem.
And hope we don't see anybody
They keep
else.
these trains running around the clock, but you'll never see them loading or unloading any cargo. At least not where anyone can see it.
Okay. Alright, she's going to overwatch from there.
On Overwatch.
We're going to move our tank up with the shotgun. We're going to put him right here.
Not a problem.
And then we're going to put our sniper right where he's at.
Got it covered.
I love being able to set up Overwatch traps for drop-ins like this. If I have an assault with close combat specialists, I'll stick him right there on that pole and he'll kill all three of them.
Advent position. Target eliminated. Now it's done.
And there you go. Alright. Now, we blew up a lot of our cover here that our tank could take. So we're just going to take a risk here. And we're going to move him all the way up to here. Alright. And let's get our sniper moved up just a little bit. When I put my tank out there, without any ability to defend himself, I try not to move everybody else up where they're going to see something.
Loaded. Got it covered.
So we're going to overwatch there, and we're going to move our specialist up to here because he's the one that's fixing to hack this. Alright, so now we've got him. Plus, he'll actually help protect the tank if anything goes down. But as fast as it was our turn, there's maybe one left, maybe two left on the board. So let's see if we can find them. Alright.
Come get some.
And we're just going to keep moving up.
Moving to position. Affirmative. Covering now.
Let's move the specialist first. Let's get him in corner
No
cover
problem,
here.
boss.
And then we're going to put her right here.
Sure thing. Scanning.
I'm on it.
Now, for a little bit of a risky move, let's put him right here.
I'm going. We're near the objective. Menace 1-5, this is Avenger.
Let Bradford
We have
say his
positive
stuff and see if
confirmation
something
of the
shows
target
up.
Package. Move to acquire.
Okay. That did not uncover any enemies.
I'll give it a
so
shot.
we're going to go ahead and hack. That way we don't get a muton dropping out of the sky throwing a grenade over here and blowing up our objective. Okay, so we can get research time on current tech or scanning times. I usually go for scanning times, but with only a 33% chance, we're just going to try for this 44 here. That'll help our research. I personally, yeah, he blew it away. I personally think the research goes way too fast anyway. I mean, you can get plasma weapons in no time, but the game was designed to be fast-paced anyway, which I don't. I don't really like playing it fast. That's why I've added all this stuff to it to slow it down, because I like to play a good long XCOM campaign. I mean, every game that I've ever played that was XCOM, with the exception of that horrible Interceptor game, you know, it was a long, drawn-out campaign-based game.
Sure thing.
I don't like to rush. I hate timed missions. Right now, the only timed mission in the game is going after to capture an Advent VIP. Those you have 12 turns to get that mission done, or it's, you know, you're going to get people captured, fail, and all that good stuff. Which, with all the mods that I have, that's an excellent thing to happen, that would be the only timed event. Now, of course, on the UFO, if you go on a UFO, once you kill your enemy, you have it's timed. You have 8 rounds to get to that. But that's on a UFO. You kind of expect that. I don't like that either, because I remember from XCOM Enemy Within, you know, enemy unknown, enemy within, long war, taking hours on UFOs. Now, of course, not smalls and mediums, you know, but the larger ones you could take a very long time. None of that stuff was timed. On the flip side, with the UFO mission being timed, I mean, there's only I think there's 3 to 4 pods on a UFO. So, I mean, you're going to kill all of them really quickly anyway. Anyway, I'm waffling. To steal a word from Beagle Rush, I'm waffling.
Order.
So let's see if we can find this last pod and get them out of the way and get on.
Scanning.
Now my next round, because I've got my sniper where he can see out through here. Next round we're going to throw a scanner back here and see if we can pick them out. Hopefully that's where they're going to be at.
Not a problem.
If not, I may be getting myself flanked, but there's not a lot I can do about it because I haven't gotten any cues, any noise cues from them that would tell me where they're at. Because you know how sometimes when an enemy gets close, you'll get directional cues from where they're coming from. And that's, I'm going to go ahead and reload Mr. Spinner here.
Let's do this.
All right.
Heads up, got movement.
Up, when now, see, there's a directional cue. We're going the wrong way. All right, so we're going to turn around. And let's get back over this
I'm on
way.
it. We've got Advent here.
And there they are. And now we can respond accordingly. Well, isn't that sweet? All right. Let's see. Doc, come over here.
Sure thing.
You got him flanked. Good night. That bolt gun doesn't play, y'all.
What did you
That
expect?
bolt gun don't play at all. All right, let's take. Let's get our tank, and let's put him right here.
Not a problem.
Now this shotgun may not kill him. It did though. It killed him. If the shotgun wouldn't have killed him, I was going to have the specialist finish him off.
Is this
No
what we're
biggie.
looking for? Status confirmed. All
And we got
hostiles
some
are
loot
down
out of
and
it,
the
so
area
good
is
deal.
secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
We did get a flawless victory, so we got a mine shield out of it. One of the Advent soldiers' possession, you discover one of Dr. Valen's data pads. It reveals that one of her research labs is hidden nearby. Inside, you find the desiccated remains of several test subjects, as well as one mine shield. See, that's one thing I like about this mod. You get storyline with it too, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, we took out 10 enemies, no wounded, no killed. Very good. That was a good mission. I got kind of worried though when my sniper got seen through that flank. I've lost people. As a matter of fact, last campaign I lost a specialist who was on a roof, and the captain ran right down to the corner where that one ran and threw a grenade up there, and she fell. She fell like 3 floors down, and yeah, killed her dead. I was very unhappy about that. So since that point, I try to, you know, if I see a captain set up in that kind of situation, I try to get him taken care of quickly. I learn something new about this game every day when I play. You know, different strategies, different things that aliens are going to do. Used to, your sectoids, all they would do, you know, when you revealed them, all they would do was raise a zombie up, and then, you know, they would try to panic somebody or mind control or something. And now they're a little bit more unpredictable. But anyway, let's look. Bradford got promoted, and here's the conceal. It is next down below, so he's going to get conceal. Our field medic got promoted. She's going to get analyze weakness. This is one of the best buffs in the game, pretty much. What it is, it's free action, and she can look at an enemy and she can basically mark it. Analyze weakness is pretty much the Advent Captain's mark ability, but it decreases the targeted enemy's defense by 10. Pretty much what it's doing is it's adding 10 to your aim to hit this guy, and it's, you know, reducing his defense and all that good stuff. Very, very powerful perk to have on a medic. And then Jester, he can get shield hit or steadfast. Shield hit requires him to have protection protocol on. Now on down here, on down towards Major, I think, he'll get it where if he doesn't do anything but move, he automatically gets protection protocol at the end of his turn. Down here, once he gets that, this shield hit's worth it, because that one will give him a free melee attack for anybody that enters within melee range, as long as protection protocol is up. But since it takes so long to get down there, I generally don't use it. Steadfast, however, is very useful. You never panic as a result of getting wounded or allies getting killed, and you gain immunity to stun. That is a very powerful perk to have on a tank that's out front for those stun lancers and all that stuff. So that's our promotions. We got an alien strongbox out of it. That's great. And then we got just a regular lockbox, and then some armor mods. But yeah, that was a very good run. Very good run.
Excellent work, Commander.
And we got some supplies out of it. So let's go in here, and we're going to give Bradford his conceal. That way, if he does get spotted, he can run away and conceal. And then once we get hit and run on him, he's going to be very powerful at that point. Scorpions have a lot of good things. There's many different ways you can go with their builds. Because Conceal was competed with Covert, which I don't use. Covert, enemies have a 20% smaller detection range against you. For a rogue or maybe a shinobi, that might be viable, but for a sniper that's just doing some scouting until we get a scout up, not that useful. And then Shadow Step, of course, you don't trigger Overwatch and reaction fire. That's very effective too. However, him being a scout sniper, we want him to be able to conceal and keep scouting for us. So that's why I do that on him. So that is that's our mission there, and well, we still got 12 days on Damien. But yeah, that was a good mission. Let's carry on. And of course they're going to throw some more stuff up here. Those rookies, now that I will leave the scientists there for now and get these rookies.
New course.
I do not think I could have
Alright,
predicted
plated
this
armor.
outcome.
Very nice. We're going to need the supplies. We're going to need the supplies and alloys and stuff for it, but that is very, very nice. And we get the free sectoid
Though I was never
autopsy, which gives us mind shields, amp boosters, and opens up psionics for us. The amp booster, it's a powerful psionic artifact that boosts their abilities a bit. Okay. Mag weapons are 14. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start on mag weapons. We're going to have a retaliation coming up, and we're going to need those mag weapons. And that also means that once we get these rookies, I'm going to get that scientist, and maybe that'll boost us up a little more.
Commander, we have a priority method.
And here we go.
We're tracking the aliens' progress on.
And I'm
this
sorry, I'm
Avatar
not.
project here.
I'm clicking
If they finish what they've
before
started,
seeing all the
it
cutscenes.
sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
But anyway, that starts the doom counter. And as you can see, my doom counter comes out here. It's another thing that slows down the Avatar project for me. And I will try to remember to do all the cutscenes. I keep forgetting because I'm so used to it, and I just click through the cutscene. Alright, and we got 4 rookies out of that. It was an incomplete Advent settlement, abandoned before finishing construction, and we located a small resistance cell nearby responsible for the sabotage, and they expressed interest in joining, so there we go. This is a small sabotage unit.
Avenger plotting new course.
So that means I'm going to have to make one of them a saboteur. But let's get this scientist. All right, and now we have a warlock, necromancer, who's called warlock, and they start out with poison. You can poison any living organic creature. It does 1 damage per turn. It puts -30 to their aim and -4 to their movement. It also does not end the turn. If you do this first, you can still shoot, move, all that good stuff. It's not going to one-shot anything, but it definitely helps to control the battlefield. So yeah, now he's ready to go. Let's get him in his red and purple colors. Red and purple, that's necromancer colors. And he's got to have the purple eyes because he is psionic. Okay, good. All right, that's ready to go. Now let's go find one of our new guys here. Tamala Farasani. Welcome to XCOM, and let's get you in saboteur training. All right. And we have a landed UFO. Now, if any of you are wondering how I'm getting landed UFOs and I haven't done the evasion UFO quest, there is a mod out that lets you get UFOs from day 1, which to me, that is more with the lore of the game versus waiting for a UFO to track you down and then you can start hitting UFOs. That doesn't make any sense to me. So you can get landed UFOs from the first day you play the game with this mod. Which, like I said, I find it to be more immersive and in the storyline.
Setting course for the
anyway,
Mexican
we're going to go
regional
take
tract.
this landed UFO. Now this squad is all fatigued, so let's take them out. Let's bring, oh boy, we have nothing but squatties. Lovely. And I don't want to exhaust. I'll tell you what, I'll exhaust a tank. We'll bring the tank. Let's grab our specialist here. Let's bring our shinobi. And we can bring infantry, gunner, sharpshooter, necromancer. What's going to be the most useful? Let's bring our gunner. Alright, let's make utility items, and we're going to make weapons available because I'm going to have to put some weapons on here. So let's see, what do you got? We got Valen. That's going to go on somebody else. We have a shotgun with a scope and a repeater. And then we have the bolt caster. I'm going to leave the bolt caster out on this one. Let's give her the shotgun. That's Damien's. Yellow. Alright, and let's see. Let's give you a battle scanner, and let's give you the med kit. And let's give you the tracer rounds. We're going to make her a medic specialist. Alright. The general. What do we got on here? I think it's fully upgraded. Do we have a better... We have an advanced scope. Let's put that on there. Do we have a bigger expanded magazine yet? No. Not yet. Alright, so we'll leave it like that. Let's get you a couple of grenades maybe. Or at least one. Let's get you a smoke and a grenade. Alright. And now our shinobi. Let's get you your SMG back. Let's take the hunter's axe on you. You're gonna grab the other battle scanner and the other flashbang. And then our tank, he's gonna, let's see, what else can we put on you besides that grenade? I don't think we have, well, Wait, hang on. I want to get him. I want to get him his +2 armor if we can. We've got some supplies. Oh, we're gonna do that.
The aptly named Predator armor should give our soldiers increased longevity in the field.
Thankfully, we had enough supplies for that. No, I wasn't done with you, Shin. Give me a nanoscale vest. Thank you. Thank you, Shin. Let's see. Give me another med kit. Alright, now, everybody has one more slot now. And I'm going to have to go through and fix their armor too, but that's not too hard. We're just going to give her actual Predator. Well, actually, you know what? We can give her... We're going to give her a carapace armor. Let's see. Yeah, that will work. And then... base carapace, enemy within. And then we're going to give her the AR kit. And that's what the carapace armor looks like. It's a mod that gives me armor from enemy within, long war, stuff like that. But anyway, that's what the carapace armor looks like. And let's give her one more item now. Let's give her a smoke. Alright. So that's good. Van Dorn. Let's give you... give you a mind shield. Never can tell. We may have a sectoid come out and want to mess with you. We're just going to put him in Predator armor. So let's go torso and go up here to Predator armor. And he's good to go. I don't put any arms on him or anything. That's this is more time consuming, and I just want to get him squared away. I'll come in later and just redo everybody. He looks alright, but let's give him something else. Yeah, because he's got the carapace pants and carapace armor on. So let's give him a grenade. And then let's go to our tank here. And we're going to put him in heavy carapace. So let's go to 3. And then let's give him carapace leggings. He's going to get the base carapace. And then on the shoulders, we're going to give him the heavy carapace plating. So, I mean, he is definitely there in heavy armor. Alright. And let's go load him out again. I'm going to redo his load a little bit. We're going to take the grenade off. We're going to give him a nanoscale vest, which is going to boost his AC. You can't see it here, but once he gets in the field, you'll see it. It'll give him +2 armor. And then we're going to give him the extra med kit. That way, if he gets poisoned or something like that, he's got a medikit on him. Alright, and that's going to be it for setting him up. We've got everybody loaded out and ready to go. Let's launch this mission.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
Alright, let's begin mission. Now, I'm going to... we'll do it next time. But right now, we are definitely prepared for it. And I'm going to try to end the videos on the mission screen like this. But it's getting close to an hour for the video, so I figured this was a good place to do it. And when we come back, we will do this UFO mission and see how that goes for us. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe. Dicejunkies needs all the likes and subscribes they can get from everyone. So enjoy your day. Thank you very much.